I'm Darius Butler, and I'm going to show you how to watch a game like a pro.
You talk about a third down for your life.
Here we are. Here's the context going in really quick. Tie ball game, 2 minutes left. Obviously, third down. This is a money down. So you have plenty of time, both teams, to go in their huddle and draw up their best play, offensively and defensively. So as a defensive-minded player, I'm expecting, hey, this ball is going to go to one of their best players. That's probably Ayuk, McCaffrey, Kittle. So let's find those guys out of the huddle. So what are we going to do? What do we do best as a defense? What situation do I need to put my defense in? I need to cover guys. So let me throw 7 DBs on the field. And Spags is going to also bring pressure to make that quarterback make an accurate, quick decision under pressure. Can he do it? Sure. But let's make him do it in the biggest moment of the year. So defensively, obviously, we have to find their best weapons once they break the huddle. And offensively, you kind of got to do the same thing. One of the best weapons for the Kansas City Chiefs all year long was all-pro corner Trent McDuffie. Not only doing great things in coverage with that ball's in the air, but also getting after the quarterback. It was Snead, it was McDuffie, it was Reed, a bunch of movable pieces that can do a bunch of different things on that field. So you find 22 if you're smart, fresh out of the huddle, and see where he's looking, see how he's moving. You can see that safety behind him. That's something I see even on the broadcast angle. Obviously, once we get to the NFL Pro All 22, I can see a little bit more. But you better have your antennas up, Brock Purdy. Keep an eye out for 22. Hit play, and you'll see it. They actually get it done. Big time situation, pre-snap communication, get everybody lined up, and now let's get pressure after the quarterback to make him make a accurate pass under pressure. Let's get to y'all 22 and see what I missed. All right, something I look for at all times. Obviously, I can't hear it when I'm at home watching it, and I can't hear it when I'm on all NFL Pro either. But you can see it. As a player, we're always taught to have verbal and nonverbal communication on the field while speaking to each other. So post motion, you'll see a bunch of communication up at the top of the screen with the DBs. They're getting on different levels, making sure, hey, I got 23, you got 85, whatever the communication is. But more importantly on this play, if you look at the bottom and you watch McDuffie, 22, you watch Karlaftis, and you watch Nick Bolton, they also communicate here. If you run it just a little bit, you see it right here. They're looking at each other, they're pointing. You'll see Karlaftis giving them a signal like, hey, you go that way, I'm going this way, and Nick's going right up the middle, and we're going to create a beautiful lane to get this pressure. So let's see the pressure first that gets after Brock Purdy up front. If you pause it right here, you can see that gap widening. You see Bolton, he's crossing the face. He's going from right to left on that guard that he's lined up over. 56, he's going wide. He's going right up the field, and that creates that alley for Trent McDuffie to get through. Now, he's a small guy, just like I was out there. Small guys, we don't want to get blocked by big guys, okay? It's simple math. That math doesn't math for me. So let's get a free lane. 22 gets after him. He doesn't get the hit, but he gets his hand up. He gets in the way of Brock Purdy, once again, who's a smaller quarterback. So that's a part of the game plan as well. He had his receiver one-on-one with the safety. That's what you want if you're the offense. If you drew that up, you just have to make that throw under pressure. So that's the pressure. Now on the back end, let's rewind this and get to the top and see the coverage. So that's usually what you miss when you're watching the broadcast. You can't see what the safeties are doing, what the corners are doing, what the receivers are even doing downfield. You can't see the concept, the pass concepts really develop. So once we get to y'all 22, we go back to the top, we can see the coverage. Once again, the split safety, that's 2 high safeties, almost like a cover 2 shell. When you have 2 high safeties as a quarterback, it creates a little confusion. You hesitate just a little bit more as opposed to having a single high safety, which is one deep free safety in the middle of the field. Because once you see that safety in the middle of the field, you know a corner can't blitz from the outside because that's going to leave a wide receiver wide open, uncovered. But when you have 2 safeties, that safety can get over top of a receiver. So it's just the simple form of it. So you create that little confusion pre-snap. You hold your disguise. So 22 did a great job. McDuffie did a great job of holding his disguise, not giving it away too early. And that safety behind him, he also needs to creep down and get in position so that when that ball is thrown, I can make a quick hit, a bang-bang collision right at the sticks. Remember, it's just 3rd and 4. It's not 3rd and 14. This is 3rd and 4. So even though I have to disguise as a safety, I also have to get down close enough to make a play, some type of impact on that receiver if he does catch this ball. This Kansas City Chiefs defense blitzed 20 times times in this Super Bowl. 20 times. So obviously that was their plan going into this game, to keep Brock Purdy under duress. He completed less than 50% of his passes when he was under pressure. So obviously Spags and his defense came in with the game plan. And once again, sometimes it's about the X and O's, and sometimes it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. You put Trent McDuffie in that situation to put great pressure on the quarterback, and maybe you make him miss a throw. I mean, I'm not a Monday morning quarterback. I think Ayuk was open. He went to the outside receiver, but that's why you apply pressure. Sometimes it bursts pipes. So that's how this play unwinds on the All-22 copy. And from the broadcast, you obviously saw what you can see as a fan. But if you want to watch it like a pro, I think you got to dive into this NFL Pro All-22.